Hey guys, welcome back to the show. So let's continue with this whole socialism that's going on in this country. Let's just give free money away. I'm just gonna jump right into it because this is just so stupid and ridiculous. Before we get started, please hit like, share, and subscribe. More money to be given out. The former vice president giving out free money. Nothing's free, you morons. Nothing is free. You know, I want him to pay off my mortgage, if that's the case. My multiple mortgages that I have. I want him to pay off my credit cards, high interest credit cards. Why not? Just give money to everybody. Free money. He decided to wipe out student debt. Not wipe out, but, you know, wipe out some of it. So, let's read this. This is from Yahoo Finance. Yes, I like to use mostly leftist media on most things just because I want to see what they write and how they write it. It sucks and is evil. Twitter's reaction to Biden wiping out some student debt shows that $20,000 won't please everyone. After a lot of President Joe Biden has finally escaped his Ross and Rachel dynamic with student loan relief. Today, Biden announced that he's forgiving $10,000 in student loan debt per federal borrowers for those earning under $125,000 annually. Pell Grant recipients will have up to $20,000 of their students' loans forgiven with the same income cap. The president also extended the student loan payment pause through January and sliced monthly payments under an income-based repayment plan in half to 5% of an undergraduate borrower's discretionary income. In true modern discourse, Biden announced his decision via Twitter, and the masses have responded to say forgiveness plan isn't enough for everyone. It only applies to undergraduate loans, so actually it sucks and is evil, wrote user Michael O'Neill Burns of Biden's income-based repayment plan. In a separate tweet, he wrote that he would not vote for Biden again in the future. Backfired? I mean, see, this is the problem with the left. If they're not satisfied, they will screw you. If they're satisfied, they will screw you. Anything that happens, they will just screw you. Doesn't matter what it is. These people are never satisfied. These people are never satisfied. You give an inch, they take a mile, and they're still not as satisfied. They just want more and more and more and more and more and more. See, where we come from, there is no such thing as free giveaway. The fortunate or unfortunate thing in some countries, I should say, in most Middle Eastern countries, schools are free. The level of education might not be that high, but you know, in some of the countries, they're actually really high. In Iran specifically, level of education is very high, but it costs money. It also costs money to get educated. It's not free. Some schools are free, and those schools usually don't have really good, they're not really well accredited or whatever. Most immigrants, if they can or have the ability, they travel outside of their country to study. And most of the time they come to the United States. And most universities don't have, they don't give you discounts if you're a foreigner. You pay the full price and then some. If you are a resident of a certain state, for example, you will get discount rates. If you are coming from a different state, you will not get discount rate. You know, this is obviously known. tuitions are absolutely high in this country. And, I have to say, if you're not becoming a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, or something substantive that actually there's a market for, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Gender studies, what's the market? Liberal arts, social studies. I mean, to me, those are not really constructive choices. That's to me. Sometimes college is not for everybody. You don't have to, sometimes college education is not the way to go, to be honest with you. I don't have a college education. I hustled. I worked hard to get what I am. And, with the grace of God, I have made it to here now. What's ahead, I don't know. But, I have to work to get to get ahead, to advance. So, I put myself out there, please give me more work. Please, expose me to other experiences or whatnot. I don't sit still. I like to learn things. I love to learn things. I do not like tunnel vision. And funny thing is, one of my cousins, he's an engineer, and he's like, when you go for your PhDs or whatever, they put you in this tunnel vision, and that's all you learn. You don't learn anything else, and that's all you learn is like, they put your mind in this capsule, and that's it. Like, that's all you know. Nothing else matters. So, but there's also a lot of false hopes when you start going to college. There's a lot of college professors are like, oh my God, this degree is the best degree to have, and you could make millions out of this, you could have a great living. And when they come out and reality hits them in the face, they're like, they lied to us. It's true. I give you an example. Like in Iran, master's degree at this point in Iran is like a diploma, because everybody has it now. It's almost worthless. They're educated, they're very smart people, very smart, but there's no work for them. A lot of people who have master's degree, they're taxi drivers, or like the Uber drivers here, for example. They don't have work. They get an office job that it's not for what they're studying, unless they focus their studies on very specific things like bioengineering and medical field or science or anything like that. But like a business degree doesn't give you a whole lot of choices. You become an average. You go to college for 4 years, and you just come out as average as a guy who has a diploma but had work experience. That person can actually make more money than you coming out of the college, and you're in debt $300,000. So federal funding it's kind of they push you to get student loans and pay these like ridiculous tuitions, but the end promise is not there. And nothing's guaranteed in life either. So you're making the choice to take on that debt, but you're not willing to go 2 extra steps to get a degree in some field that actually is more challenging, and it and you actually have the ability to make more money. Then why the hell would you take on that debt? Most of my cousins, they went to school, they worked hard, they did take on debt, but they didn't stop. They actually went and got their master's, they got their doctorate, they got their PhD, they became specialists or surgeons or whatever. They didn't stop. Now they make a great living for themselves. They enjoy their work. Yeah, they're busy. They're, some of them are doctors, some of them are engineers. But they never stop at a business degree. They never stopped at a liberal arts degree. And everybody going to LA, they want to become an actor or an actress or whatever the hell they want to be. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to leave you with that. Don't take out debt that you don't need, especially if you go into if you're trying to get a useless degree, that's not going to do anything for you. So, and this debt forgiveness is stupid because it backfired. That $10,000 or $20,000 is not going to do anything for those people who have like $200,000-$300,000 in debt. And now they just push back the payment plan and the interest or whatever. It's, I don't care what they're doing, man. This is so dumb. This is so stupid. We are not a socialist country, and they're trying to turn it into a socialist country. But again, you can see they're not happy. Are never happy. Anyways, guys, peace out.